Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Today. So we have a bit of a breaking news update for you. The Indian women's cricket team for of course the ICC Women's T20 World Cup set to be held later on this year has been announced by the BCCI. The good news is this time they've announced it at a time that is before 10:15 p.m. at night. The other interesting news is that Shikha Pandey, who in fact been absent from the squad for quite some time, has now made a return to the squad and she has been included in the squad for the Indian women's team that will be playing not just the T20 World Cup but also the Tri-Series in South Africa. So in a good sign, you can say that team management is sticking with the same team for of course the Tri-Series that will be played in the build-up to this World Cup as well as the World Cup. So I'll just quickly rattle off what exactly the squad looks like. So you have Harmanpreet Kaur, who's the designated captain, Smriti Mandana, the designated vice captain. You have Shafali Verma, Yastika Bhatia, Richa Ghosh, who will of course be your two wicketkeeper options, Jemima Rodriguez, Harleen Deol, Deepti Sharma, Devika Vaidya, Radha Yadav, Renuka Thakur, Anjali Sarvani, Pooja Vastrakar, and there's a bit of a caveat there that with Pooja it is subject to her fitness being cleared, Rajeshwari Gaikwad, and of course Shikha Pandey. There have also been three reserve players named, and among those are Sabanani Meghna, Sneh Rana, and Meghna Singh. Now, obviously, if you're talking about the squad that has been announced here, it is in fact, it's a pretty decent squad, all things said and done. This is largely along expected lines when you're looking at the squad that has been picked. Generally speaking, you would not seen too many surprises here, except of course the inclusion of Shikha Pandey. That was a bit of a surprise. So that in itself we didn't see coming. It's probably the most interesting thing that emerges from this particular team announcement. Of course, you remember that the World Cup, T20 World Cup, will be beginning on 10th February. That is, in fact, the day that the T20 World Cup for women begin, and India will be starting their campaign come February 12th, which is when they will, of course, be playing arch rivals Pakistan. So the final of that tournament, of course, is in fact going to be held on 26th January. It's pretty much a month-long tournament. Don't forget, if you're here with us at Sports Today, we will get all of the major updates from the Women's T20 World Cup. So, of course, don't forget the try. Before that, of course, there will be a Tri-Series that is played in, in South Africa itself. So the squad that will be playing the T20 World Cup is the exact same squad that will be playing the Tri-Series. So, and the Tri-Series will be starting in January, so that isn't too far away. So if you're a fan of women's cricket, plenty of action to look forward to in the beginning of the year in 2023. So obviously, again, the big breaking news, if you're just joining us on this particular live stream, is that Shikha Pandey has made her return to the Indian cricket team and will in fact be a part of the side that will be taking India will be taking to the T20 World Cup, which is set to take place in February this year. So that is the big breaking news. Beyond that, the squad is pretty much along expected lines. There's a good mix there. There's a lot of youth, obviously, considering the makeup of the Indian team in recent times. Not much of a surprise. There is, of course, some experience there as well. And truth be told, you will be looking at, of course, how the experienced players play, but also, in fact, a lot of the young players will see this as a very good chance to step up to the plate and prove that they belong for good in the Indian team colours. Now, thank you all once again for joining us for this particular breaking news update. If you enjoy what it is that we do over here at Sports Today, don't forget you can like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to tap that bell icon and leave us a comment if you want to share your thoughts on the team and of course Shikha Pandey's surprise inclusion. Don't also forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and last but not least, don't forget to download the AajTak app. Thank you all once again for joining us. Bye bye for now.